Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover from year-end reports that shows a couple of interesting facts about hip-hop music in 2024 that we'll explore in a moment. Today we also have one that shows that it has been tough for a certain type of hip-hop fan in the 21st century. And I'm talking about those who want Eminem gone away since day one. And today we also have Eminem sending a shout out to Redman just weeks after Redman called him out for a collab. More on this in a moment. And today we have an update on the beef that took off between Fat Joe and Lord Jamar, and it seems Fat Joe struck a nerve when he echoed Eminem's sentiments about Lord Jamar when Eminem called him the weakest link of Brand Nubian, as Lord Jamar continues to go off on Fat Joe being the weakest link from Terror Squad, all while Lord Jamar pretends to be unaware of the source of the narrative that he was the weakest link. And we'll explore more on this in a moment, as Lord Jamar versus Fat Joe has sparked some unhinged reactions so far on X. And today we'll be starting with Eminem and Redman. And just a few days ago, Redman sent word to Eminem that included this segment.
We talked about doing something else, but M is busy, I've been busy. I reached out a couple of times like, yo, M, just send me any beat that you got lyrics on and you don't like it. I will make it a hit. That's how bad I wanted to get another record done with him. But I understand the politics of it. And not saying that it'll never happen, but just right now, it's just not the timing. It's just about timing.
And perhaps this was Eminem's way of saying that he got the message, as Eminem posted this a few hours ago. One of my all-time favorite rappers, GOAT emojis. Man, I've been waiting for this at Redman, Muddy Waters. And on the album on the track Dynamite, Redman gave Eminem a shout out on the song when he rapped Brick City Militant, J Dilla Diligent, blacking out like Eminem. And if you've already checked out the album, share your thoughts in the comment section, as we got a short review from King Crooked. Glad Redman kept the humor in this project. Man, fools act too hard to laugh sometimes. And moving on, we got a couple of hip-hop year-end reports that were quite eye-opening. For instance, in the United Kingdom, we already explored the report that revealed Houdini was the biggest music video of the year in the country. However, we got an update of the official top 40 biggest songs in the United Kingdom in 2024, and Eminem's Houdini ranked at number 1 for the biggest hip-hop song of the year and number 26 overall on the official top 40 list in 2024. Now this shouldn't come as a surprise, as Houdini is already the most certified hip-hop song of 2024 when it comes to the number of countries in which it has earned a certification so far. And we got another year-end report that made the rounds. Top 100 most streamed rap songs of 2024 on Spotify, and top 5 goes Not Like Us, Carnival, Like That, Red Rum, and Houdini. And M is having quite the year, seeing as the fan reception of the death of Slim Shady was overwhelmingly positive compared to previous recent albums, to the point that ChatGPT was asked to rank his albums based on fan feedback and general reactions, and the death of Slim Shady came in at number 4, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts on this ranking. And moving on, we got an interesting report that's bound to trigger the lifelong M haters, and you've got to empathize at this point. It's been over 20 years. Check it out. Best-selling male albums this century worldwide. And yes, you are reading this correctly, as we got 4 hip-hop albums on the list that goes The Eminem Show, MMLP Recovery, and Encore. And this sparked reactions like the fact that M is on here 4 times, even with Encore, goes to show the absolute juggernaut he was in the 2000s and 2010. And better yet, the fact that the leading albums aren't just commercially successful, but also certified hip-hop classic albums. The Eminem Show and MMLP. And another user expanded. It is insane. M is up there with more sales than every male artist this century, and he's a rapper. We all know rap is much more marginalized than pop. Eminem broke barriers that can never be broken again. The Eminem Show's wave was so strong that mixed reviews for Encore couldn't stop the momentum. And check this out, it is insane how much people give crap towards Encore, but it has been shown on multiple lists of being one of the majorly sold albums of all time. Me personally, Encore has good standalone songs, but as an album together, it wasn't good. Now Relapse, on the other hand, perfect album rating 10 out of 10, but Relapse is more of an acquired taste type classic album, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts later. And moving on, it seems Lord Jamar was triggered by Fat Joe pretty much repeating what M said about him being the weakest link, as he continues to go off about Fat Joe. And for those who missed it on what this is about, here's a quick recap of what Fat Joe said about Lord Jamar on My Expert Opinion.
Let's start by this. These rumors were made by radical black racists. Their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the these broke niggas is. They trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York. So they telling a whole nother story. We got a fucking Looney Tune, like your man Lord Jamar, who's a fucking Looney Tune. Okay, he's a loony bin. A guy who, he was a legend, he's brand Nubian, and he's the wackest nigga in the crew, be clear. Now, this nigga might be like trying to get lit, trying to say anything to go viral. What I'm trying to tell you is that this opinion comes from a tribe. It comes from a group of people that hate everybody but them. You know, this radical anything. If you do enough of that shit, enough of in-house racism, you wind up looking at the world fucked up and you can't even move around. The pioneers, the Grandmaster Flashes, the Cool Hercs, the Melly Mel's, they're like, yo, we don't know what the these people talking about. Like, they're confused. They fucked with the wrong nigga. That's the problem. Fat Joe the wrong one.
And boy, Lord Jamar continues to go off about Fat Joe in interviews, and in a recent one with Art of Dialogue, he made insinuations about Fat Joe being racist for calling people like him broke. And he also went off because Fat Joe called him the weakest link. Check out snippets.
Your whole lifestyle comes from us. You're famous because we gave you the thumbs up. I've said this before, black people decide who sits at the cool table. And if we didn't want Fat Joe to sit at the cool table back then, he wouldn't have sat there. It wouldn't have mattered how much money you got and all of that. We decide. But since you came in with some people that we loved and respect, these are people that gave you the cosign. So we was like, all right, cool. They say get a person mad and you'll see how they really feel about you. So when he was in there talking about broke ass niggas and all of that, like, let's be clear, he wasn't saying niggas as a term of endearment. Like, he was angry in that moment. So to be saying niggas is kind of crazy. And what I'll also say is, you know, it's kind of tricky to call people black radical group and all this type of shit. Like, that's almost trying to like bring heat on people. You see what I'm saying? Because you got politicians and all out here that make laws and shit against that. They recently passed a law, something about black radical groups. And now to throw that out there was kind of crazy. Oh, when he said, whoever these broke niggas is, right? All of this shit about, yo, your niggas is broken. Like, that's the new racism. Like, what's all of this taking on the oppressor's disdain for people that don't have money? Regular, everyday, working class people. And then you want to talk about racism, like people's being racist or discriminatory against you, yet you the first one to talk about these broke niggas. And a bunch of people do that. And to me, it just reeks of insecurity. If you didn't have money, if you didn't have these things, would you really have, you know, all the people around you supporting you? Would you really have loyalty like that as a man? If people didn't think that they can get something from you? Dare I say you, sir, were the wackest one in the crew. Let's be clear. You, sir, was the wackest one in Terror Squad. Everybody in Terror Squad is better than Fat Joe. Like, let's be clear. So to say that about me was crazy. And to me, it felt like he was trying to assassinate my character, to say he was a legend. To try to think that you could demote me is crazy, is diabolical. If you don't write your own lyrics, I'm sorry, sir, you don't have qualifications to think you could demote me because you're upset with me.
Now, if calling dudes broke was racist, then pretty much all rappers who flex their wealth are guilty of that crime. In fact, the entire new school of rappers would get 25 to life if flexing their wealth on broke dudes was a crime, since it is like 99% of the subject matter of most new school rappers. So I don't know what point Lord Jamar was making there. And if you recall, the other time he was ranting about Fat Joe, he made an argument about how many Jamaicans and Puerto Ricans didn't support hip-hop at the start, conveniently skipping the fact that also many black Americans did not support hip-hop at the start, many even till this day, and now he's claiming calling dudes broke is synonymous to racism. And this latest snippet has sparked quite the conversation on X. The user expands. Fat Joe and Lord Jamar are both trash and never made anybody's list, and Kendrick fans haven't forgotten about Lord Jamar's comments about Kendrick. The user expanded. Lord Jamar is such a hypocrite. He acts like he knows everything, but really doesn't. He disrespects Kendrick by claiming he isn't gangster enough, which is a flawed argument. Kendrick embodies the story of good kids in a challenging environment, and some have expanded. The main brand Nubian joint that people know is punks jump up to get beat down. I like Lord Jamar, but he says wild-ish, driven by bitterness. A lot of times, nobody's quoting Lord Jamar. People quote Fat Joe, and we are gonna need help verifying this next claim, as some have expanded. Yet this lame Lord Jamar took Aubrey's side in the beef, knowing he has ghostwriters because he hates the West Coast. This old man needs to go play with his grandchildren. And like we pointed out, if flexing on broke dudes is racist, according to Lord Jamar, we got users out here quoting Jay-Z's lyrics back to Lord Jamar in reaction to the clip. Dude, you broke. What the F you gonna tell me? Jay-Z literally got songs where he raps about how if dudes is broke, they shouldn't even bother talking to him. But Fat Joe calls Lord Jamar a broke bum, and suddenly Fat Joe is an oppressor. Interesting, don't you think? And as it stands, here's how the argument is going so far. Fat Joe was the wackest of Terror Squad, and Lord Jamar was the wackest of Brand Nubian, but at least Fat Joe isn't broke. That's the quick summary of the conversation so far, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.